Hey friends, welcome back to Alisa English Podcast. I'm Alex, and if you're looking to speak English more naturally and confidently, you're in the right place. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you know grammar? You've studied vocabulary, but when you speak, it just doesn't sound right. Like the words are there, but your voice sounds robotic or hesitant. Well, trust me, you're not alone. And today, we're diving into a method that could truly transform your speaking and listening. It's called the shadowing technique, and it's one of the best ways to train yourself to speak English like a native. In this episode, I'll explain what shadowing is, why it works, how to do it step by step, and what mistakes to avoid. Let's jump in. What is shadowing? Let's dive into one of the most effective and underrated ways to improve your pronunciation, fluency, and confidence all at once. It's called shadowing. And no, it's not just repeating. It's much more powerful than that. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say immediately, almost at the same time. Think of it like being their shadow. You follow them closely, their voice, their tone, their speed, their emotion. You don't wait 5 seconds. You don't pause. You jump in as they speak, with just the tiniest delay. That's why we call it live imitation. Here's what makes it so effective. You copy the rhythm of natural English. That's the music of the language. You absorb intonation, how voices rise and fall. You notice connected speech, like how, "What do you want to do?" sounds like, "What do you want to do?" You train your brain and your mouth to work together, fast. A learner once told me, "I didn't think shadowing would work, but after a week, I started thinking in English, not translating. It was wild." Try this. Pick a short video, maybe 30 seconds. TED Talks, Netflix scenes, or YouTube shorts are great. Play the sentence and shadow it 3 or 4 times. Yes, it feels awkward at first. That's totally normal. But trust me, that's your brain growing. Think of shadowing as language karaoke, but way more effective. You're not just reading lyrics, you're performing the whole song. Pronunciation, pauses, emotion, everything. The first point to consider is, why does shadowing work? Great question. Let's unpack it together. Shadowing works because it trains a powerful connection between 2 parts of your language brain, your ears and your mouth. That connection is what fluent speakers use all the time without thinking. When you shadow, you're doing much more than repeating words. You're building deep fluency, step by step. Let me break it down. When you shadow, you improve your listening skills. You start noticing things you never caught before. The weak sounds, the way words connect, the rhythm of real speech. For example, "What do you want to do?" sounds like, "What do you want to do?" And shadowing helps you hear and copy that. Pick up natural pronunciation. You start sounding more like a native speaker, not because you're trying to be perfect, but because you're imitating real, everyday English. It's not about having an accent, it's about being clear, confident, and understood. Absorb common chunks and phrases. Phrases like, "at the end of the day," or "you know what I mean?" become automatic. This is called chunking, learning whole phrases instead of translating word by word. It makes you sound smoother and think faster. Train your brain to process English in real time. This is the real magic. Shadowing forces your brain to keep up. You're hearing, understanding, and speaking almost at the same time. That's exactly what happens in real conversations. So you're not just training for the classroom, you're training for life. Here's the best part. It's not just speaking practice, it's fluency training. You're building muscle memory for your mouth and speed for your brain. And the most beautiful thing, you don't need a teacher. You don't need a classroom. All you need is audio, headphones, and your voice. That means you can do it anytime, anywhere, on your commute, during a walk, or even while washing dishes. The next important point is 3, how to do it. Step by step. Let me walk you through it. Step 1. Choose short audio, about 30 to 60 seconds. Start with something clear and interesting. Podcasts, TED Talks, YouTube interviews, or your favorite Netflix scene. Step 2. Listen to the audio once, just to understand the meaning. Step 3. Play it again and shadow. Repeat what the speaker says right away as closely as you can. Step 4. Repeat the same audio 3 to 5 times. Each time, you'll improve your accuracy and flow. Step 5. Record yourself and listen back. Compare yourself to the original. Notice your pronunciation, rhythm, and speed. Your goal is not perfection, it's progress. Now we move on to common mistakes to avoid. Now, let's talk about a few things people do wrong. The first point to consider is reading while shadowing. Don't rely on the script while speaking. Listen and copy. Use subtitles only for review. Another point worth mentioning is whispering or mumbling. Speak clearly and confidently. Use energy. This is speech training, not quiet practice. Another point worth mentioning is choosing difficult audio. If it's too hard, you'll get frustrated. Start with slower speakers or learner-friendly podcasts. And remember, shadowing takes practice. You won't get it perfect right away, and that's totally fine. Now let's move on to the interesting point. Now that you know why shadowing works, let's make sure you know how to make it work for you. Here are 5 practical tips that can take your shadowing practice from okay to awesome. Start slow and gradually increase speed. Use videos with subtitles first, then remove them. Focus on intonation and emotion, not just the words. Imitate people you enjoy listening to. Actors, teachers, influencers. Be consistent. 5 to 10 minutes a day is better than 1 hour once a week. And here's my favorite tip. Have fun with it. Pretend you're performing on stage. Play the role. Shadowing is like acting, and it helps you express yourself in English more naturally. All right, so that's the shadowing technique in a nutshell. It's a powerful but simple way to train your brain, your mouth, and your ears, all at the same time. Think of it as a shortcut to sounding more natural in English, without needing a classroom or a teacher. The best part? It's simple, effective, and honestly, kind of fun. You don't need fancy tools or hours of study. Just a voice, some audio, and a bit of energy. You can do it in your bedroom, on a walk, or while making your morning coffee. It turns everyday moments into real practice. And that makes a huge difference. Because with just a few minutes a day, you're not just repeating words. You're building rhythm, learning natural chunks, and stepping into the flow of English. Day by day, you'll notice that you sound more fluent, more confident, and much more natural. And believe me, that feeling is incredibly motivating. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect. Let's quickly go over some of the new vocabulary and phrases we use today. And I'll give you simple examples so you can really understand how to use them in real life. These words will stick better if you see them in action, and even better if you say them out loud. Ready? Let's dive into the review together. The first word is robotic, meaning sounding stiff or unnatural. Example, his speaking sounded robotic because he memorized every sentence. The second word is fluently, meaning smoothly without stopping or hesitation. Example, after practicing shadowing daily, she could speak fluently in meetings. The third word is intonation, meaning the rise and fall of your voice in speech. Example, pay attention to intonation when asking questions in English. The fourth word is to absorb, meaning to take in something and keep it. Example, shadowing helps you absorb vocabulary in a natural way. The final word is chunk, meaning a group of words that often go together. Example, instead of learning words one by one, try learning chunks like at the end of the day. We move on to idioms of the day. Think on your feet to respond quickly in conversation. Shadowing trains you to think on your feet, just like in real conversations. In the driver's seat, in control of a situation. With shadowing, you're in the driver's seat of your own learning. Thanks so much for tuning in today. If this episode helped you, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a friend, and follow me for daily practice clips and shadowing challenges. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep being awesome. Until next time.